Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us learn about one more important service in AWS. So before that, let's see the need of that service. Now, let's say one of your client asked you to create some infrastructure in AWS Cloud. So you have manually created it. It took you at least it took you one day. Let us assume you created whole infrastructure and you set up whole thing and you provided all the services that he required and you submitted that to client 1. Now client 2 came. He also asked the same infrastructure. That is his application also same type of application. So he is also asking the same type of infrastructure, but only one service change. Then now in this case, what you have to do? Now this time also you created whole infrastructure again manually by AWS Management Console, and then you provided it to your client too. Again, another client came, and his application also need to deliver the same scenario. His application also require the same underlying infrastructure. Now, is it good to provide manually? Is it good to create manually the whole infrastructure again and again and again? The answer for this is no. You can able to create your whole AWS infrastructure by using code. What is that? You can develop your infrastructure of AWS in the form of code. So in order to develop that, you need a service, right? Yes. In AWS provides us a service. The service name is Cloudformation. By using this Cloudformation, you can able to create your AWS cloud infrastructure in the form of code. So you can create the code. So what do we call the files where we write our code for creating the AWS infrastructure? For creating this infrastructure, what do we call? What do we call the files where we write our code? We call the files as templates. What do we call? Templates. What do we call those files? We call those files as templates. So under the templates, we can able to write our code in the form of either JSON or YAML file. And then we simply run that file under AWS Cloudformation so that our whole infrastructure will be created. Right? Yes. So you just simply need to write code to create whole infrastructure. In which format you are writing, either JSON or YAML format, you write your code so that this Cloudformation will create your infrastructure. You can copy the same template and again upload and again you can run so that again another infrastructure will be created. So like that, n number of infrastructures, how many times you want infrastructures, by simply running that, it will create you within few minutes. So does it reduces your time? Yes, it reduces our time for creating this. So does it reduces the errors which comes under creating this infrastructure manually? Yes. So if you use this code templates, YAML or JSON files code templates to create your infrastructure by using this Cloudformation, then it also reduce manual mistakes which happens while creating this infrastructure manually. So I hope you understood this. Why do we use this Cloudformation and how, in which file we write our code? What do we call that file? Template. And this template accepts which type of languages? JSON or YAML languages we can able to write in this template. There we write the code and we upload this code under Cloudformation and we just run the template which we uploaded under the Cloudformation so that we got AWS cloud infrastructure. So let's see directly. Now, what do we call this infrastructure? What do we call this infrastructure in AWS? Let's say you uploaded a template where it contains a JSON file or YAML file. In that file, you have written all the code related to what are the services that you want to create. Now this, you uploaded this template file under AWS Cloudformation and you run the code. Now what it creates? It creates you infrastructure, right? Yes. So what do we call that infrastructure? We call that infrastructure as stack. What do we call that? We call that infrastructure as stack in AWS Cloud. We call that infrastructure as stack. So let's see directly from AWS Management Console how to create a stack. From AWS Management Console, let's see how to create this AWS Cloud infrastructure. That is what we call as stack. In this cloud formation, we call that infrastructure as stack. So let's see how to create it directly from AWS Management Console. Now you can see I have already logged into my AWS account. You can see under cloud, you can see the recent visited apps. I have already opened CloudFormation, so it is visible here. Now I'm just clicking on search bar and typing CloudFormation. You can see it is visible here. I'm just clicking it so that it opens. Now you can see it enters into CloudFormation dashboard. This is how it looked like whenever you first opened it. Now what you are expecting, you are expecting to create your infrastructure, right? Yes. So in order to create your infrastructure, that is stack, we call that infrastructure of AWS as stack in this cloud formation. So let's see how to create the stack. So just click on create stack from here, or else you have an option here under the cloud formation. You can see stack. Just click on it so that it provides you an option here to create a stack from here. So you just click here. You can see the options. So it was asking us templates. If you want to choose an existing template, then you have again three options: upload a template file or use S3 URL, where if you store your template under S3, then you can provide that URL here, so that by using that it will create. If you want, if you already uploaded your template under GitHub, if you want to sync that, then click here. It's a new option which was provided latestly, and you can see here sample template. Use sample template. You can use the already available sample templates. You can see simple and multi availability zone simple. If you click on this, then your infrastructure is highly available because it's a multi availability zone. And if you click on this, so your infrastructure is available in single region only. So currently I'm clicking on the available LAMP stack, Ruby stack, Ruby on a Rails stack also available, WordPress blocks also available. So now I am clicking on this. You can see we also have sample templates. You can even build application from compressor. You can click here so that your application will be created. So now I am expecting to create from sample templates. So I just selected this. I just clicked on view application compressor so that we can able to view that how it will be. How the template will be after creating. You can see the template will be like this after creating. And just moving on to back. So you can see here, I'm just choosing use sample template under this LAMP stack I'm using. So if you create this, then what it will create is, it uses a single EC2 instance and RDS, a MySQL database also it will create. So I'm just clicking on next. You can specify your stack details, stack name you need to provide. Let's say I want to provide stack 1, or you can say infrastructure 1, and parameters. You can see by default it was providing database password. You have to enter this. So whenever you log in into it, then you need to enter this password, then only you can able to accept that. And you need to provide a username for your database. That also I have provided. You can see the instance type and key value pair for that, key name for that. And you can see SSH location, the IP address range that you can able to use to connect your EC2 instance. This is all related to your EC2 instance, instance type or key name and SSH location. Whereas this comes under your database name and what are the password you provided and admin name. So those all comes under database. So based on you specified details for database as well as EC2 instance, those will be created under the background. So just click on next. You can see the IAM role. It's an optional. Choose an IAM role for CloudFormation to use for all operations performed on stack. So you can even provide it or else no need. You can see stack failure options. Roll back all stack resources. That is whenever one resource creation is failed. If you select this, then it rollbacks all the resources that are created in your account. Let's say you return a code template. You return a YAML code template for creating EC2 instance, S3 bucket, and you created and MySQL database also you created. For that code also you return on that YAML file. Let's say among those three services, it already creates EC2 and S3 bucket, but it fails to create MySQL database. So in that case, what happens is it rollbacks whatever the resources that it creates, that is S3 bucket and whatever the EC2 instance that it create, those all will be destroyed whenever you select this. If you select this, then it just provisioned, it just maintain whatever the provision resources and it remains fails whatever the creating service. If you select this, then it will it will not roll back whatever the resources those are completely created. You can see preserve successfully provisioned resources. So whatever the resources that are successfully provided, those will be preserved. We are not rolling back those services. If you select that, then whatever the resource that is unable to provide, only that will be rolled back. If you select this, then all the resources, even provided or unprovided, if any resource is unable to provide, then all the resources will be rolled back. Delete a newly created resources during rollback. So if you want to create a, if you want to delete, then you can select options, delete all newly created resources or use deletion policy. Based on that, it will delete. You can see these are advanced options. You will no need to provide. If you want, you can have a take look at these as well. If you want, you can able to provide notification service as well here. And if you want, you can able to provide some CloudWatch metrics and you can create some alarm as well. You can see stack creation options. So termination protection, if you want to deactivate it, then click on deactivate. Or else if you want to activate this, then you can activate. If you activate this, then it prevents your stack from being deletion. Once it's created, you can update this stack actions. So I'm just deactivating this. So I'm just clicking on next. You can see all the options that we provided as visible here. We just need to review and create our stack. That's it. You can see what are the template that we provided that is visible here. And you can see what are the stack details that we specified. What are the stack name and database related details and in EC2 related details. Those are visible here. Since we haven't created any tags or provided any IAM permissions, those are not visible here. You can see stack feature options, rollbacking activated and delete newly created. resources, those all will be deactivated. You can see the configurations. We haven't provided any notification option, so you can see no notification options. If you want, you can able to provide. So just click on submit so that your stack will be created. So whatever the code that you provided, so for that, the whole infrastructure will be created. So this is the way how to create your stack. This is the way how to create your stack by using CloudFormation. You can see some more options are available here. If you want, you can even able to create your template from here. You can provide your template name, and you can able to create your template from here. You can able to retain this. Policy also you can able to select from here. Scanned resources and selected resources. So this is the way where you can able to create your CloudFormation stacks, and you can even create your template and upload your template to create whatever the stack that is infrastructure by using the code. Which type of code? YAML or JSON code. By using JSON or YAML file, you can able to create a template, and by using that, you can upload that under AWS Cloudformation to create your stack. What is the stack? It is nothing but AWS infrastructure that you gonna create from your template file. So this is about CloudFormation and stacks creation. So I hope you understood this video. You got some knowledge on this, or else you got some knowledge recap on this. I hope this video is understandable to you. If you feel this video is understandable to you, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video. Until then, bye bye.